Hello everyone, this is Broken Control. I'm sorry for the very long break. School has been really stressful these past few weeks, so I haven't really been doing any videos, but as of this week, I have finished my summer semester of college and I have the whole month off. Right now, I'm just gonna be doing two things, focusing on my YouTube channel and looking for another job. My YouTube channel hasn't been doing very good, and I decided I'm gonna try to do a transitional period here with my YouTube into making it into something else, and I want to have fun with my YouTube channel for the most part, and that should be the main priority for my YouTube. I'm gonna try to post a lot more often. I will try to post multiple videos a day, which might deter some people from my channel itself, but it is okay. Now that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is indie games and the quality of the indie games. I believe indie games have been really spawning a lot lately for the past year or so. Past 2-3 years, indie games has really been blowing up into popularity mostly for the unique styles. But actually, a lot of these indie games are not really all that unique anymore, and there's a lot of good examples of that. When you look at a game like Super Meat Boy, that's pretty much like Super Mario Bros. In platforming, and there's Limbo, and a lot of these games they're pretty similar. Their art styles are really distinct, and that's what really sets them apart from the competition. But the art styles are not always that good. It's not a bad thing for a lot of games. I mean, there's Mercenary Kings, which is another indie game which was released on a PS4 and PC. The graphic style really looks reminiscent of the old Contra or Metal Slug games in that sense. But this, in Minecraft is the biggest example. The graphics of Minecraft are not really all that great. I mean, they're obviously just big blocks with bunch of pixels in it. And I'm sorry I'm speaking a little bit fast. There's just a bunch of pixels in the Minecraft world, and I mean, obviously it's a big variant game, and I love that game. It's one of my favorite games, so I'm not gonna knock it for what it is. But that is not exactly what I want to talk about. Not exactly graphics in the sense of indie games, because I like that they're all kind of distinct. And sometimes they focus too much on their art style and don't focus enough on their gameplay itself. A lot of indie games actually aren't very good. They actually suck really bad. A lot of indie games are really bad. There's a lot of good ones like Terraria, Minecraft, Mercenary Kings, Outlast. I believe is an indie game. I think it's considered an indie game. There's just a bunch of good indie games out there, but in the midst, there's a lot of crappy indie games out there. If you go to the Xbox 360 division of indie games, you see games like No Luke and No, which is just a stupid game where you push your cat away from the bowl of cereal, and I mean and there's a bunch of like dating simulators for like horny men on Xbox Live Arcade for those indie games, and they're really terrible. I mean, they try to make you buy these games just by having a little picture of a big Asian girl with big boobies in the cover art, and no one really wants to buy those kind of games. There's some really good indie games that they actually do have in the Xbox 360 section of the XMLA or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. I forgot what it's called. They have like Total Miner, which is a very good one. It was like what Minecraft was before, and Minecraft actually released. And I mean, there was a lot of good alternatives on there. There was I made a game with zombies in it. Zombie Estate, that's another good one. But there's, in the midst of all these good games, there's a lot more horrible, and there's like 3 horrible games for every good game that releases, and I really don't like it. What's the latest indie game I played? I cannot think of it. I didn't like Pixel Junk Monsters 2. It was bad. It was a really bad game. I like Trine. Trine was a very good game too. Wow, Trine. If you guys haven't checked Trine out, go download it on the PS4 or PS3. I believe they have the Ultimate Edition also for that. But most games just suck. They just suck. I mean, I want to say a lot more about indie games. They're just generally horrible in quality. There's just too many horrible games. There's good ones, obviously, but there's a lot of horrible ones too. And I really want to make sure that you guys out there who are supporting these indie game developers. It's a good thing, definitely a good thing. But make sure, just really make sure you like read a review first for these indie games, because a lot of them are really hit or miss, and they do try to do things unique, but they actually aren't as unique as you think. They actually do steal a lot of concepts from other games, and there's a lot of games like them in the past. Like there's a new one that's supposed to be a remake of Mega Man 9, but it hasn't released yet. I actually do want that one. That's actually one of the good ones. But that's the point that I'm trying to say, that they're not really all unique like they try to be, or like they try to present themselves as. Well, yeah, that's my video, guys, for right now. I'll be posting other videos later today. Also, this gameplay in the background is another indie game. It's what was the name of this game? I filmed it like 3-4 weeks ago, honestly, and I just been sitting on this footage for a while. Towerfall Ascension, that's the name of it, and I'm playing it with my little brother D. Thanks for him for playing with me that day. Still haven't beaten that game. And also, that game's actually very, very fun. Local multiplayer, solid game, solid addition to my library of games. And that's pretty much it for right now. See you guys around.